Review for Block 9. I did go 2-1. The first game was a loss, the next two were wins. So it's pretty good overall. Definitely, I feel like the reason I lost this game was because I didn't trade with Camille as much in the early game and just gave her a bunch of farm. And sort of just let her do whatever the hell she wanted. Yeah, because like I sort of had with like Camille, Darius, and Jax. Like those are the three champions that I was like I let them do too much, but definitely gonna change that with Camille. I had a Darius game later in this block that I played really aggressive in. I mean, like he got fed, but I definitely played around it. And we clinched out the win, but oh yeah, I do get an early Q. Didn't get to see what ability she started, but I was trying to just make sure at least I could sort of defend my level 2. Like I was getting some pretty decent trades here because it's like I knew I should have gone after that. Oh yeah, I knew sort of just I could have guaranteed my level 2. She definitely knew about getting the level 2. I was trying to at least deny some minion XP there, but nothing too big. And then I didn't respect her level 2, and that really screwed me. And honestly, actually, the biggest thing I realize now is I missed so many E's. All of my E's could have easily just shut her down, because it was mainly just her movement. She was moving a lot, and it was a bit difficult to sort of get a Q in. I mean, E definitely made it much better, but it was just I was missing so many E's. I wasn't really on point with it, like, and realizing the importance. Like those E's, I was just kind of throwing them out. So okay. I really wanted to sort of just making sure to throw out with intent. Sort of just thinking, what am I gonna get from it? Why am I throwing it out? Am I throwing it out just sort of get CS, or am I throwing it out just for a trade? Just making sure to throw out the E with intent. Challenge the lane more. Like I was playing way too passive for, like, I did have a bit lower health honestly, but I could have just gone for, I feel like a death angle, because I kind of screwed up the early trade that got me pretty low. So I should have probably just decided on one of the two, but I also feel like I need to remember what I use minion decorator on more. I do get out of this, I believe. Honestly, just should have had jungle. Actually, could I have seen her? Yeah, I didn't see her on there. Never mind. Should have just had ward vision. I had 2 wards. Like, definitely need to be doing that. I don't know why I didn't ward there. Ward river. Honestly, big thing for here. Like I feel like I do it some games, but it's just I'm not paying attention, and then that's when I don't do warding, and then it leads to that. Like honestly, it could have been way better. I was sort of expecting her to do another what's it called, spear from the bush, but yeah, Nero's hoping. Honestly, I was thinking, oh, I can stun her once she gets into range of the turret and then hopefully pick up a kill. Definitely not the case because it knocks me up like in the process, so I can't like pre-charge a Q, unfortunately. So she has her wall bounce. Definitely want to keep track of that. If she has that down, should make it a lot easier for me. Still was getting some pretty decent trades, and honestly should just back off whenever she uses or gets her passive. Yeah, unfortunately, like missed that one. That would have been a pretty nice trade, but honestly, gonna just write down the. Trying to think, because honestly, like the Q heals her a little bit, but it's not anything too major. I guess definitely just keeping track of it for like beginnings, so like don't go in if she instantly gets that heal, but so yeah, I just wanted to shove in the wave there to. Oh wait, I just thought about it. Did I write W? I meant to write E. E. Only thing. That's not how you spell that. But whatever. I mean, honestly, I just think I just played really poor laning, and then just sort of let her get too much out of it. It's just I kind of went in with the mentality of being like, oh, I know Camille's can scale really hard, or not scale really hard, but like have a big effect if you screw up, like in lane. And honestly, just didn't really play to I feel like the best I could. I think she ults me here, and then yeah. And that her ult also cancels my Q. Either is it? Q. Okay. I'm feeling. Ooh, excuse me. Feeling better about the matchup. You know, definitely just like seeing I can totally just skirmish with her more, like to just play the laning phase a lot better. Just feel like I kind of wasted it, I would say. Don't know if anything else major happens because I'm mainly just focusing on laning right now. I do want to get into the late game stuff, but I feel like I'm pretty solid on late game because that was unfortunate that she had her flash, but I feel like I'm pretty solid on the late game. So late game and mid game, sort of just making decisions from there. I feel a bit more confident on them, especially with like Sion and stuff, because I am like sort of playing for that late game. I feel like also this, I was really proud of this. I remember this, but I was really proud of this one, sort of just that I could go and bait in, and then bait for the Shyvana because the Shyvana was our carry, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna go and I'll probably die, but if she picks up the kill, it's gonna be better for us overall. And then I was thinking, oh, I could have gotten the play too, but you know, I already did the play, and I want to, thinking from the previous ones, want to make a play, then back, play, then back. You might be able to do 2 plays, but want to keep that flow up. Don't think there's anything else too major that happens. Definitely just should have been more aggressive during the laning phase, and then it wouldn't have gotten this out of hand, I would say. Like, she's not higher level than me or anything, just more of items, I feel like, in gold. I guess honestly it's the same, it's more just the kills, giving her that a bit extra advantage of gold. She was building Divine Sunder, I believe, so, or no, I think it was Trinity Force, but it still has Sheen in it, so it's going to be doing a lot of damage to me. Yeah, unfortunately I wasn't able to get anything for the Graves there. Yeah, but I feel like it went pretty well for, like, I don't think I first did Camille in like a really, so honestly I'm just gonna say first Camille matchup. Like, I don't think I've versed it, maybe yours too, like, and that was probably a long time ago, but I haven't really versed any Camille, so honestly I think it went pretty well. Definitely have a lot to improve on it, but on to game 2. This was against a Darius or Mordekaiser? Okay, Mordekaiser. So honestly, I don't know what this Mordekaiser was doing. I could bully him a lot in lane. He really didn't have, like, here I'm definitely getting better at like knowing how they're playing if I can do this. So I'm just sort of like zoning him off and then trying to get him to deny all that farm. I definitely got ahead in farm a lot this game. He was pretty poor on his Q usage. I definitely overstayed later. He does get a kill, like first lane kill on me, unfortunately, because I just really was playing way too greedy. Then sort of just waiting for my ability cycle to be back up. I know I'll get level 2 from that. Then just try and push on him. So really good trading here in the beginning. Definitely could have polished it up a bit by getting that minion CS. So still focusing on the minion CS, but I feel like it was pretty good sorry, I can't think of what I was gonna say. Pretty good laning and pretty good keep out. I sort of like started like, I guess I would say respect him less, like not like respecting his abilities, like how much damage they would do once he's at this low health, and that sort of like plays to my downfall here. So I don't believe it's right away, but I do know he gets a kill on me like around here. Right now I'm just trying to make it the wave last as long as possible. Unfortunately I don't get the Q. I think he had a ward in the bush, but just trying to make the wave last as long as possible, hopefully getting them to lose more CS. But you know, honestly, I kind of like doing it through the PoV more and just watching the entire laning phase instead of just going to the deaths, because it's like I remember where the deaths were because it's either a day ago or the same day when I played the block. So I sort of like just watching it completely over from the beginning, just thinking about, oh, what could I have done better in that situation, sort of what little decisions led up to the decision that I'm at now, sort of. Honestly, I should have started proxying here. This would have been a perfect proxy game, because here, should have just walked past and proxied. He cannot do anything. If he wants to contest that, he can go right ahead, lose all that CS, and he'll die, because he doesn't have a tower protection or anything. Here I think is, oh, I don't die here, but honestly, if I'm winning this hard in lane, proxy, like, because honestly, it could have proxied first wave, then proxied second wave from here, and then gotten a nice recall. He would have still had to either CS up here, try and kill me. Their Kayn was down there. I mean, I probably would have had to think about it, but like looking at it from the replay, the Kayn was down there, so wouldn't have had any jungle resistance. I think the mid was dead at this time as well, so would have been perfect proxying, honestly. So that's something new to think about, when to start proxying and when to, especially if I'm winning this hard in lane, because it's like I'm sort of just standing there doing nothing with my lead. I'm just like sitting there. He unfortunately gets rid of the little shield there. Get a nice predict. I'm definitely feeling it, you know, like I'm just feeling what they're wanting to do. Like, oh, if I was Mordekaiser, I'd probably just want to get him because he's probably walking that way. But like, it's really nice. It's sort of just like, oh, I know he's probably gonna want to do that, and then he does it, and I'm like, So really nice. But here should have started proxying. I could have walked behind, proxied. Oh, just that, honestly, that dodge too just makes me so happy that I can do that. That one was pretty good, and then that one also, it's a reaction, I'm pretty sure, so that was also nice. I think here is honestly when I overstay my visit. Actually, I'm not too sure. I think I ult onto him. Honestly, I want to watch probably till like 10 minutes. But yeah, I'm just thinking this is such a proxy game. I'm actually like really kind of mad that I didn't do it, because it's like, oh, it would have been, it was a win still, of course, but yeah, here honestly I should have respected barrier more. I did not respect barrier at all. And then that, it's I thought about it the second I saw ult happen. I was like, man. And then I thought about it and I was like, oh, I'm gonna keep holding Q, because maybe it's just instantly, because I remember the first time when I died to a Mordekaiser, because he did that, I instantly released Q, so I thought, oh, it was like the transition. But I think it's anything started not in his ult does not have an effect on him, and I would have to recharge my Q. So R just basically cancels Q. That definitely saved him. But yeah, I think that was my only death to him. I saw was 46-23 CS, so it wasn't anything too detrimental, but I shouldn't have even given it to him in the first place. So yeah, he's probably at like 37 CS now, so he's still behind like 10 CS. So nothing, again, too major, but shouldn't have even given him that chance. I think, honestly, yeah, I just crashed the wave into get Scuttle, come back up. Just trying to honestly, get as much value off of the... See, like, I feel like because the one that I went for Scuttle, that was a good play. But then, honestly, the next time I crash, go proxy. Like, we've gotten Dragon. We got Dragon. We got the Kayn. We got everything else. Like, I should just do proxying. Or steal or Krugs. If I don't want to proxy, like, it's late game and it's, like, really not worth it to... Or, not late game, but it's, like, it's 9 minutes. I'm at level 8, I have a shutdown or something, not worthy to proxy. Go steal Krugs, you know? But honestly, don't think too much happens. think Echo just comes up to secure the kill. Yep. Then, oh yeah, we get him over here. Then get a nice 2-tower Herald, which is really nice for the gold. And Echo was getting real fed. But honestly, I think a pretty solid pretty solid laning, but a lot to improve from when I'm ahead, a standpoint of when I'm ahead, because I could have done much more to keep that lead. Like, we still won, we still had a very nice lead, but I could have just made it absolutely unbearable. And that's what I want to do, is because, like, I want to make their life completely miserable if they're laning against me and they let me get ahead, so that they don't even want to think of being like, oh, I could come back. Because at this point, I'm sort of feeling it with the Mordekaiser, because he's 60 CS and I'm 120. I'm double his CS. So, like, he's definitely not having a good time. His teammates are probably flaming him and stuff. But, like, I want to cause more of that. And then secure that dub. But honestly, I think for this, it's honestly kind of all I wanted to look into. So here for game 3 was a Darius matchup, and I was thinking when going into this, I was like, all right, Darius really strong level 1 through 2. I remember that from my previous blocks. I fought a Darius strong level 1 through 2, probably going to be in the bushes, and sort of just all that. But then I was thinking, you know, I don't want to play really passive. I don't want to, like, sort of what I did with the Camille. I don't want to just give him CS and I don't gain anything at all. I don't want to just be completely useless. So I was thinking, I'm going to play as aggressive as I possibly can, and we'll go off from this game and then learn from that afterwards. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go to the Tri-Bush and everything. He unfortunately doesn't come, and then he is in the bush. I was literally thinking, he might be in the bush. Lo and behold, he is indeed in the bush. I should have honestly just ran down to actually, here's the thing. I was thinking he's gonna start E, or whatever his crippling was. Let me actually look at that real quick, because I swear, like, most Darius's would start W. I mean, not really E. So, like, oh, when he did his E, actually he probably didn't. He didn't have any ability chosen. Went over here, chose E once he saw that I would start charging up a Q. So I guess just being aware that, like, not every, like, the starting ability is not locked in. Wait, I need to look at it again. I mean E. No, I always forget. I don't think that's how you spell chose. Choose Q, I believe. Or I mean W. Whoops. So honestly, just realizing not everybody's gonna immediately choose E from the beginning of base. They're gonna actually, like, smart players would choose it based on the situation. So, you know, and then honestly, from here, I was like, all right, you know, I'm low. I don't really want it to be one of those games Darius just freezes the wave and I'm just sitting here like whatever. So I'm like, I'm going for the death angle. Honestly, it was a really bad death here, because, like, I barely even get a Q, because I was like, oh, he's probably gonna hook me to try and stop it. Then I miss another CS there. I'm like trying to walk around. Honestly, I should have just let him kill. I should have just hit him maybe more than go in for the CS later. I still do pick up a pretty decent amount of CS. I'm thinking ahead in CS afterwards. Unfortunately, can't get anything, but yeah, I'm a little bit behind, but I still think that was a good trade-off. I'd rather just let him get the death, me get the experience and some of the CS, and then we just reset. So honestly, I think it's also just playing like mind games with him, because it's like, yeah, I saw him use both abilities. He's gonna try and hook me here. Oh, he actually saved hook for a while. Yeah, he left on his hook for a while. Unless he already... Okay, that's why. He used the hook. Or I mean used the E, then used Q. So honestly his hook's still on cooldown. Uses W, uses Q, so he still doesn't have hook. Then here, he probably has hook up but just wants to get the damage in, then get his hook off. Yeah. So honestly, just playing off of that hook. Just playing once it's down. Playing once he is down. Because he's most likely going to refrain from using it until the last second, because that really just pulls you back in. You already have a slow afflicted to you, so then he'll be able to do even more damage. So he's going to save it for the last moment. Our York did pretty good here. I think unfortunately he gets killed here, but oh yeah, so he does nice here. Also the Anivia definitely clutched up. I think the Darius went 7-1, and my CS was exactly the same, so I was still highly effective to every other teammate. And honestly, the Anivia started like I was realizing, I was like, all right, Darius is going to be this massive problem. Who's he going to go after? And then I was like, oh, our Anivia is our highest fed person, and she has no mobility, and if she gets hooked, she's basically dead. So then during every single team fight, I was just like, all right, I'm going to just protect the Anivia and watch Darius. And so honestly, he should have only had like about 4 kills. He should have been 4-1, not 7-1. But because like I just didn't, I was like, all right, I'm already level 4. I'm kind of strong, and I was just completely disrespecting him right here. I know he just like pulls up. Yeah, I just completely disrespect him here. I'm trying to just freeze the wave for as long as possible, really, so that I can just get some more CS, just chilling over here. Then honestly just completely disrespect the E, completely disrespect all the damage that he can do, goes in, and it's like I'm dead. So it's just, I need to keep in the back of my mind, he's still very strong. Even if he only has 1 kill on me and I got the wave, and he had wave advantage when I was freezing it, so it's like I had to think about that. Because even if Darius is like 0-0 and I'm like 4-0, he can still kill me instantly. It's just I do a bit more damage, but if I can't even get that Q off, he's going to kill me instantly. So it's like, also I should have started focusing hitting him here, because honestly I could have killed him. If he was under tower and he started attacking me, could have easily killed him there. So sort of a bit of a annoyance that I kind of need to work on, is just deciding between CS or deciding on hitting him. Try to, and then again, and then I think I do it literally 2 times in a row, which was really annoying when it happened. And I was like, all right, you know. I don't know why I see. Honestly, here's the thing: I should have done this. Was a good trade. This right here, boom, auto attack, pop shield. Should have walked out instantly. I don't know why I stood there for like 2 auto attacks. I do my ult, but I just should have gotten it out of there sooner. Should have had mentally just checked that, okay, he used these abilities, and go from there. I don't believe he picks up. Oh, he does pick up the kill. Let me think why. I think I try and go in for a Q. Yeah, and it's just I don't think about the distance. I'm like, oh, I can probably get it off in time, and then I just die here. So it's just more of, again, some things. But literally this whole time I was just thinking, nah, we got this. Because it's like, with Sion, you are still such a threat. If you farm up, you just do some split pushing at the right times, you realize when your team's strong, you realize when they're probably going to win a team fight without you. You just go and split push, and then you win. I think... Oh yeah, I just used both because unfortunately he gets the R off and then can't make it back to land in time because of that. Honestly, just thinking it wouldn't have been this big of a problem. We still do clutch out the victory. Huge helps from Anivia and York playing really good, but definitely I was also focusing during team fight. I kind of want to find another a team fight where it's just I do pick up this kill, which is kind of nice. I need to think about his healing as well. Like, I should get Bramble Vest as soon as possible. So, Bramble immediately, because just Bramble Vest. I don't need Thornmail until a bit later, but Bramble. It's like I didn't just click for me, bro, so I was like, oh no, I got bombies, I'll be fine. I was not fine. I do get the kill there, which is nice, but I was against Darius and Warwick on the team. Like, I really should have thought about that. Right there, should have built Bramble here, instead of going immediately to Heartsteel. But, yeah. I do want to find just a team fight. Yeah, like that. I should have gotten Bramble there, but it's fine. You know, we live and we learn. And just, I knew, honestly, I think right there, the second I saw Ghost, I was like, yeah, I think I might be screwed. I should have used E earlier. He probably would have caught up closer to my tower. Maybe I could have still gotten out in time. But once I saw that Ghost, I was like, yeah, I overstayed. So definitely just thinking about his E to slow him down. See. But honestly, think that's gonna be it for this one. I do want to find a team fight, so I can just sort of see. Oh, this I definitely feel like we did is really good bait here. He's definitely, and like there, I was like, oh, he's gonna be going for the Anivia, and then I overplayed here, but I think I do allow them to get dragged. But just, yeah, I go out and again forget about his healing. But honestly, I think it went pretty well. Again, this one was a victory. The Camille win was the loss. So just sort of knowing the limits of that. I definitely say this was a limit test against Darius, and it's now I kind of know a bit more of the sort of range that I need to play in, so that one, I'm not just gonna be extremely passive, and one, I'm not just basically ending. So yeah, and that's gonna be the end of block 9. All right.